Up next on today's beer review, we're going to be looking at Tiny Montgomery Spring. This is a seasonal English bitter by Threes Brewing, coming in at 3.9% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review, and today we are looking at Tiny Montgomery Spring. This is a seasonal English bitter and it's by Threes Brewing. Now this comes in at 3.9% ABV, so very low alcohol by volume, which is pretty traditional for the English bitter. Now it does say here, bloom, floral, smooth. English style bitters have many expressions. Our spring seasonal is brewed with heaps of oats and dutifully hopped with US grown Sonnet hops for fresh notes of citrus peel and honeysuckle. Okay, the citrus notes, now I'm worried that we're drinking a freaking IPA. And honeysuckle, I know what it smells like. I don't really know what it tastes like. So I am using my Cape May Brewing Company glass, not because this has anything to do with Cape May Brewing Company, but because it is the clearest glass I own. And you can see the pour. Uh-oh, now I'm really sort of worried. Now normally I'm used to the English bitters being sort of a darker brown than this. Now, yeah, it does say English bitter. Okay, so as I look at it, that's a really, really pale beer. And quite honestly, the nose on it is not what I expected. Actually, nothing about this beer is turning out to be what I expected it to be. Expected it to be much darker than this. This is sort of like a hazy yellow. The nose, I'm getting a little bit of malt, but I'm actually getting more of that citrus. So this has potential to be really, really good or just freaking horrendous. The carbonation seems a little robust. You know, about a finger of head, even with my, you know, sort of savage pour. There's also sort of a yeasty aroma to it. Reminds me sort of a Blue Moon type of note. Of that bready yeastiness or, you know, like any of the countless, like, you know, other sort of like wheat beers we've done. All right, you know what? I can sit here smelling it for an hour. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, that's strange. It's a very dry beer, first off. Again, causing my mouth to be sort of like... So, very dry, very easy drinking. The carbonation is nice. As you swallow it, it sort of makes the flavors open up. And it's much more floral than I expected it to be. That honeysuckle note that they put on the can, there is that floral flavor to it. And I mean, it's almost like when you smell... honeysuckle, which is very sweet. It's sort of like this, when you smell it, it's almost the taste that comes from the smelling. They've managed to do that. I was also worried about the hoppiness. I was worried this was going to, you know, drink more like an IPA. It absolutely doesn't. It drinks just like a bitter. Very easy to drink, very enjoyable. No bitterness at all. This is so mild and so easy to access that I can't even tell you, like, this is a pleasure to drink, and it drinks pretty freaking fast, which I understand with it being like 4% ABV, why that makes it easier, because you could drink more than one of this, but it leaves the nicest, most delicate little floral note on the back of the palate. That this is almost like, you know how sometimes during a meal, they'll, like, especially fancy meal, they'll throw like sherbet in between to cleanse your palate. Like after all the other flavors are gone, after your palate is sort of empty, there's just this hint of that floral note. For me, it's more than just honeysuckle. I'm almost getting like a hint of lilac. I also haven't, not lilac, no. Is it lilac I'm thinking of? I think it is. No, it's not. It's some other purple flower, and I don't think it's lilac. And it's slipping my mind right now, damn it. But there's definitely another floral note here. That is an unexpected, but absolutely beautiful beer to drink. And what I mean by that is, like it's easy, it goes down easy, the carbonation is nice. You get a little bit of the breadiness in the front of it, a little bit of the roasted malt there, but it's very faint. And as you swallow it, again, that floral note sort of opens up on the back of your tongue. This is a very surprising beer, and I have to tell you the truth, I really, really like it. And I was very worried once I opened it and then poured it and all of that kind of stuff, and how it appears, that this would not be, you know, a great bitter. But I have to be honest with you, not only is it a surprising color and presentation, excuse me, it is carbonated, but there is just this lovely floral note that I could drink all day long. Yeah, I honestly have to say, this is a phenomenal beer. I really like this. And honestly, once I poured it, I was expecting to not like this, but it really hits, and hits so well. Once again, so like if you see this out there, I would pick it up. I would pick up at least a can and I would give it a try. And I think, I just took the sticker off of this. This cost, it cost $4.99 for this can. And I have to tell you, you know, like, the individual cans costing like $5, so $20 for a 4-pack. That's not inexpensive, but at the same time, you know, like from a value perspective, you're getting a really good product here for $5. It is very drinkable. It's very easy to drink. And the flavor profile on it is not only unexpected, but just really, really nice. So this is one I would try out. Once again, this is Tiny Montgomery Spring. This is a seasonal English bitter by Threes Brewing. I believe this is the first time I've seen anything by this particular brewing company. But I gotta tell you, I don't think it's gonna be the last time. I think I'm going to look for this again, and I'm definitely gonna check out Threes Brewing again. I have no idea where they're even located, but holy crap, this is a New York brewery. 333 Douglas Street, Brooklyn, New York. You know, I gotta tell you, this is a brewery that I am going to make it a point to check out, because this really does just give you a beautiful drinking experience. Yeah, that's really nice. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this particular review of Tiny Montgomery Spring by Threes Brewing. If you did, it would really help me if you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. You know, if you've tried another English bitter, or if you've tried something by Threes Brewing that I should go out and look for, I'd love to hear about it. And I will see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. I'm going to go back and surprisingly, I'm going to sit back and I'm going to finish this thing tonight, and I'm really going to enjoy it because this is an exceptionally good beer. Anyway, folks, see you next time. Cheers.